Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Fudd Around and Find Out. I'm here with my girl, Ashanti. Ashanti, what have you been up to?
I've been up to a lot of enjoying life. I actually had an opportunity to meet your mentor and friend, Stephen Curry. So Unanimous had like a celebration because, you know, he has a book that came out and other like awesome things that were happening here in New York. And so I was able to meet him at, I think it's called Zero Bond, the place is. It's super nice and exclusive and luxurious. But yeah, I got to meet him, which was super dope. And he's exactly how you describe him, like incredible, but so kind and sweet and normal at the same time, even though he's like one of the best basketball players to ever live. So that was definitely wild. And I was really glad to be able to meet him and the Unanimous team. How about you? What you been up to?
Wait, that's so cool. That sounds like such a great time.
It was.
I've also just been enjoying life. I just went ice skating for
Nice.
probably the first time since like middle school, and I was better than I thought I'd be. I looked probably really unathletic, but I didn't fall and I got better. So it was a win.
First of all, you didn't fall. And that honestly is a win in itself. You didn't fall. Because falling on the ice is no joke. I used to actually teach ice skating lessons to like middle school kids.
Really? So you're good.
I wouldn't say that good, but good enough to teach little kids who don't know any better. And
Okay.
so good enough. But I'm not that great. I'm not doing no tricks.
That surprises me. I feel like tall people, I just wouldn't imagine a tall person be good at ice skating.
It's because imagine falling. You see, that's a long way down.
Yeah.
But I'm more of a roller skater. I definitely do roller skating. Ice skating is a little bit scarier with the like blade and the ice. But I taught it to little kids and that was fun.
Very cool. I'm on your lesson.
Listen, anytime, girly. It's about to be cold anyway, so what has your team been up to?
The usual, hanging out, enjoying life, workouts. We're starting up practices this week. So official practices, we usually start a little bit later than other people. We take our off days at the beginning.
Oh, man.
So I'm really excited, though. I'm super excited to get into the grind of things, really start things up. But like I said, we've been enjoying each other's company, enjoying workouts. It's been good.
That's good. Listen, y'all got to get ready because it's a long season. So it's really important to build up that camaraderie. I saw on social media, everybody on your team dressed up like a stud, like one of the stud buds. And you guys, what were you guys doing?
I don't even know how that started. I think it just, you're in the locker room and we were like, let's have a theme tonight. We were going to go out to dinner and then we made the reservations too late and there's 15 of us. So we couldn't get, I don't even remember what we ended up doing. We're just hanging out. But we're like, let's dress up. Let's do something. And so we all dressed up. We all went into Yana and KK's closets and dressed up and hung out. It was a lot of fun, but it was definitely funny to see some people dressed up.
No, yeah. I was very entertained. And the switch up is crazy, girl. You could wear whatever. You could wear
I look pretty good. I look pretty good.
I agree. You could, listen, whatever you into, you could do it. I also saw Khalees has been streaming on Twitch. What's actually funny is I texted her. I was like, girl, you let me know if you need some backup.
Are you know when she gets attacked on there?
Yes. How's that been? So like what you guys, she'll stream and you guys just come in and join her?
Yeah. I mean, I don't really even know what Twitch streaming is. I didn't know you could like I thought you had to be playing. I don't know. But she'll be like, all right, guys, I'm going to stream. And then we'll be like, all right, let's go bother Khalees on stream. Let's go see what Khalees is. Everything really just boils down to bothering Khalees and rage baiting her. It was really easy.
It's really entertaining.
That too. But yeah, it's just fun to mess with her.
No, yeah. That was a good old time and we've been loving that. So I saw your team went to a football game. What was that like?
Yeah, we went to the UConn football game. They played Ball State, I believe, and it was actually a lot of fun. It was the first game we went to this season, and they scored a touchdown. Someone caught a one-handed pass, so it was like a pretty good game to go
Uh-oh.
to. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we got to walk on the field and they recognized us. We got to, wave at everyone. But it was fun. It was a great game to go to and they won. So good vibes all around.
I love that. Let's pivot. Az, this is your final media day with the team. How you feeling?
Good. I think everything this year is going to be bittersweet, but I don't enjoy media of any form. So as much as like I said, bittersweet. So excited that I don't have to do another media day, but still sad. I was like, oh, it is kind of sad. I'm going to miss this, but I'm glad it's over.
For those who don't know what a media day looks like for UConn or even for like women's basketball, like walk us through what media day looks like. Like, what do you have to do? Tell us the whole spiel.
So this year was a little different. Gamble is getting redone. They're like changing the seats and doing something else. So usually we have it in there and it's like we do it on a weekend off day and it's most of the day. But this year, like I said, it was different. So we did our photos on one day. So that's, with all the white background, blue background, colorful background, interviews, like voice pickups for the Jumbotron during different parts of the season. It's just like a bunch of different, it's like stations. You have a checklist you got to go through. And then I think a couple of us also had to change uniforms. So it was still like a good amount of time, a few hours that you're there. I got my hair and makeup done that day. My girl Haley came up and did my hair, of course. Who else? But yeah, so I got my hair and makeup done because I had to make sure I looked presentable for these pictures. It's my last one, of course. But we were there for a few hours, and then a few days later, we came back and we had to do our the video stuff, so, like for the what's it called, like the intro video. And again, something that you think like shouldn't take that long still takes. I think we were there for like 4 hours doing it. Oof. And I was like, you know what? I don't care how I look. It's not pictures. It'll be like a video. It'll be on the screen. Like you're not gonna be able to see it well. So I'm not gonna get my hair and makeup done. So I did my own makeup for it. Ooh. Which I'm kind of excited to see how it turns out because in the mirror it looked decent.
You did your own makeup?
I did it with enough time left so that if it looked bad, I could just wipe it off and go with the bare face. But I was like, it doesn't look bad. I think it looks kind of good. My teammates were hyping me up. They could have lied to my face, but I feel like they would have told me if I looked ugly. So hopefully when you guys see the intro video, let me know your thoughts because I did my makeup.
Oh, I love that. I'm proud. I know that's right.
I'm actually proud of myself too.
Me too. Look at you doing things that you didn't expect. So speaking of pictures, media day pictures, you have been going off on social media, bow, back to back, Fashion Week flicks, and I'm right under all of them, like I said I would be. Yes, but the listeners and fans have been hounding because you know what they're waiting for: All-Star Weekend.
Eventually, I just have so many things to post right now.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe in like a week. I'm not even gonna sit here and lie to you guys. Maybe just.
Are we still sticking to the end of the year vibe?
Yeah. No, yeah, okay. Totally.
So y'all heard it. End of the year.
It's just like I had so many things to post the last 2 weeks. Like there was no room to fit in all-star pictures. Like, so just give me a little bit more time.
The flow.
It'll just be a surprise. Everyone will be shocked I'll even shock myself when I decide to post them.
Okay. Well, they're definitely waiting. So she said here first, she will drop them for the end of the year. Don't ask. We just wait. If she doesn't drop them by January 1st, we will bring this back up.
Okay, that's fair.
All right. So the last pod, we got to interview your coach, Geno. Super exciting, fun, crazy. We learned a whole lot and what he's expecting of you and just like, how his brain works. How are you feeling after that podcast?
Good. I was definitely
how are you really feeling?
I was definitely nervous going into it and very uncomfortable and awkward. I mean, he came in a really good mood. So he made it fun. He was easy to talk to, had some good answers. He was coach. Essentially, he was coach. So I did feel better after because it went a lot better than I thought it would. But yeah, that's about it.
I mean, I knew you'd be nervous. I can't imagine having to interview your head coach that you now have to continue to have practice with and see and work with throughout the rest of the year. But, I had your back. That's why I was there. Because imagine asking him, hey, coach, what do you think about me? Hey, coach, what do you expect? It's just it's an interesting dynamic. So, but
well, it was
you
a
did
good
great.
thing that we did it before the season started because, like, imagine if that was planned and right after we had a bad practice or something.
Oh, my goodness.
I would be terrified to talk to him about absolutely anything.
I
Remember
would
that
have been
layup you
afraid.
missed? Remember this? Remember that? And then he would roast me. So
he was going in anyways. He's funny. He's a funny guy, and he just says what's on his mind, and he can.
He is honest. I love that about him, though.
How did you feel about him calling you reliable? Someone that, you can count on and you show up as yourself every day.
To me, that is one of the biggest compliments he could give me because that's one of my goals is that I'm someone that my teammates can rely on, that they can count on me every day in practice, in games, on the court, off the court. Like they know what they're going to get from me if they need something. I want to be someone that is consistent. So for him to call me reliable, someone that he thinks that everyone can count on, definitely means a lot. And we're going to keep it that way.
I know.
Even when I start taking risks, we're going to keep it that way.
I was just going to say, so like, he asked you to take risk. Has that shown up for you yet in practice, or is that something you're definitely planning on getting to?
I think it's shown up a little bit in practice, but as we, like I said, are going to start really ramping things up here in this next week, I think it'll show up. Not I think. I know it will show up more. So I am also excited for that.
Did anything Coach shared about NIL change the way you think about your own journey?
I don't think so. I feel like I've always thought that I was super grateful that NIL started my first year in college. So when making my college decision, it didn't affect or impact anything going into that. Like I chose UConn because of the coaches, because of the players, because of their legacy and their program and what they built. And money and NIL played no part in that. And I can't imagine, like that was hard enough. I can't imagine money then playing a role in that decision as well. But I kind of also do agree with what he said that it just, like it changes things. I feel like you're not picking places for the right reason. And, for some people that's okay. But for me, I feel like my morals, if I chose a school for money like that, my head is not in the right place and I'm not making the main thing. So I'm very grateful that I was not in that position.
Well said. I agree. That's why the transfer portal looks crazy because it's like, is this your real home? Is this where you really fit? Is this system work for you or, get into the money? But I definitely understand because that money can be life-changing. You never know
for some people that
situation.
Is their priority.
And absolutely.
Good for them, but for me, that's not mine. So,
okay. You lucky. You get both. A happy home and you get paid. So, Sue Bird actually was trying to get Geno on the pod, on her own pod, but Geno ended up going to ours first. How does it feel to know that he's made an exception for you?
I'm honored. I'm actually surprised though. I feel like he would go on Sue's pod. He loves to talk, so I don't see why he would turn down going on a podcast, especially with someone like Sue who's so easy to talk to, and I know he loves her. But yeah, I mean, I'm honored that he can't. I'm just honored that he was agreed to be on our show. And then knowing that he came on ours before hers kind of just blows my mind.
People's princess. So I'm going to read some of the feedback we got from the podcast with Coach Geno.
Gosh. Is it good feedback or bad feedback?
It's been honestly really great. I've seen only good things. So now forgive me because I won't be able to read these names. But some of the comments were, this was the best episode yet. I say this about every episode that comes out. Thank you, AZ. Butt Around and Find Out is such a great project.
Oh.
I got 4 more. Agent Zenish said, holding space for Sue Bird to comment since he had denied her for years. Laughing face.
That's crazy.
You special, girl. Languish Regime said, how much convincing did it take to get Geno to do this?
I don't know what convinced him. I really don't.
I don't know, but I'm thankful.
I'm so thankful.
All right, last 2. AZ is never beating the Geno's favorite child allegations.
I'm not the favorite.
You definitely top 10. That's a wide top 10. I was, hey.
I just listen. I just do what he says. I listen, so he can't get mad at me.
Everybody else, if you're listening, make sure you're listening to him and you can also be a favorite. Okay, last one. The way Geno just left so randomly had me cracking up. When I watched the pod back, I literally cackled. Like you could hear the headphones hit the table when he was out.
Can you actually? I didn't watch it. I was too scared. I didn't know how it was going to turn out, so I didn't watch it.
I watched it and I listened to it. He is a funny man, like just gone. Like, all right, y'all, peace. I did it.
He's on his own time.
I respect it. Okay, so last piece about the Geno pod. After recording, what's the biggest thing you'll carry with you from this conversation with him?
I guess him calling me reliable. It's not the first time he said it, but just remembering that, keeping that in the back of my mind when maybe things aren't going so well. Just remembering like everyone believes in me, but I just think him being on the pod it's going to stick with me. I'm super grateful that he took the time because he really didn't have to. And also that he came on ours first. Just an extra little cherry on top.
Thank you, Coach. All right, so it's almost that time for high school players to start visiting your campus. Take us through what it's like as someone who's hosting recruits. Like, what's the first thing you do to make them feel comfortable at your college?
I think for me, it's just talking to them, like asking questions, getting to know them, trying to relate to them a little bit. I feel like on my visits, that always made me more comfortable with being in a conversation, talking to them asking me, them at least faking like they were interested in me when I was in high school. And I could be like, okay, like this person's really nice. Or like, I don't know about this girl. But just, showing that interest, making them feel included. It's really easy, especially on a team like ours when we're super close. It's easy to like feel left out. Like, we have so many inside jokes and stories to just kind of feel like you're on the outside. So make them feel comfortable and bring them in.
Nice. How do you balance showing them the fun part, but then also the seriousness that comes with being a student athlete?
I mean, you see the seriousness when you watch our practices and you watch us lift and get on court. And then we do a lot of fun stuff with the recruits. CD plans these super fun games and activities. Whether there's a recruit or not, when we play CD's games, we get so like whether we are even in the mood to play her games or not, everything's super competitive. It brings out like our inner child, and people just, I mean, not mine, obviously. I'm very mature and respectful, but everyone else starts arguing and fighting, and it could be a game of tic-tac-toe, and people will argue over people cheating, and so recruits definitely see like the real side of us.
What do your coaches expect when they pair you with a recruit?
I think they just expect us, like I said, to make them feel comfortable, welcomed, make sure, they're not just sitting there on their phone. Like, we're including them in conversation, bringing them around, making sure like they're hanging out and enjoying themselves, making sure they're having a good time.
Okay. Do you remember the last time you had a big impact on a recruit's decision to come to UConn?
I don't think I have any stories I can really share.
Well, is there anyone that's on the team now that you hosted when they were a recruit?
Who did I host? I don't remember if KK was mine, but I remember Ice and I drove her. Well, I drove, but Ice was with me. We drove her to Coach's house for dinner, and we drove her back that night. She had a good time on her visit. So did Ash. Who I did have someone. Their year I had someone, but I don't remember which one of them it was. And I mean, both of them ended up coming, so they seem to have had a good time. Now I can't remember. I think I didn't have anyone last year, but the year before I definitely did. Wait, who was that? That would have been Sarah, Allie, Morgan, and a girl who did not come. I might have had her, honestly. The girl who didn't come. I don't remember. I had one of them, but those are pretty good odds. 3 out of 4.
I mean, whoever's supposed to be there will be there.
Exactly.
And you just want a chip, so I feel like you're doing a great job.
I agree with that.
So what's the first place you take a recruit to eat on campus?
Well, usually the meals are pretty planned out. The coaches, like I said, CD is very on top of things. But usually we'll have a meal with them, usually at Coach's house. But most of the time when it's like the on-campus stuff, it'll be in our kitchen in Worth, our practice facility. So we'll be upstairs. Our chefs are incredible. They have like a whole spread. Nice. You can also order whatever you want. They'll make it. So we'll sit up there with them and their family, hang out with them. So it's like chill. It's chill in that environment.
Well, you got chefs making whatever you want. That sounds like I would have committed.
Our chefs are the best. They really, you can tell that they love their job and they love us.
I love that. What's one only at UConn experience?
One only at UConn experience would definitely be CD's games. I mean, I didn't have official visits, so I don't know what that looks like at other schools, but I can just say there's absolutely no way that other schools have games like the one and only Christine Daly does.
Shout out to CD. She really be holding it down with the recruits, it seems. From themed activities to meals.
She does a great job. She does do a great job.
Okay. Is there any Fudd Around and Find Out safe stories about a funny or memorable moment when a recruit came to visit?
Okay, I have a moment from when I was being recruited. I was there during Aaliyah Boston and Haley Jones' official visit. I forget who they were playing. I think there was a game or something that I was also going to. And so we played CD's games. My family, my mom and dad were there. And these games, it was like these like plastic, I don't really know what they were, but it was like a plastic hurdle kind of in a sense. And my dad is a big man and you had to like crawl through one of them and then like go over something else. It was like some sort of relay. My dad broke the plastic thing and it just like popped and like the pieces went everywhere. And that's something that I still talk to CD about to this day. Must have been bad luck because neither Haley or Aaliyah committed. So,
well, I mean,
but like you said, if you're meant to be there, you're meant to be there. So
exactly. So, what kind of questions do recruits ask you on their visit?
I think the funniest one that people ask it'll be after a practice, and they're like, "Are all of your practices like that? Like, do you guys always is it always that?" Because we don't really run for punishment unless like if we're running, like we did something really bad. But when he gets mad, there's not like a get on the baseline, suicide, whatever. We run in our drills, and when we play, everything is super fast paced. And everything's full court. Everyone goes as hard as they can the whole time. So usually it's like, are they always like that? Are they always that intense? Always that fast paced? It'll be like, how do you like it? I feel like a lot of times the parents will ask more questions to start with, at least, and be like, how do you like it? How do you like the coaches? Like, do you guys all get along? Like, what's the living situation like? I feel like the parents they come with questions where the recruits, they really start to warm up as the weekend goes on.
No, yeah. I mean, if they're going to send their baby somewhere, right, for 4 years potentially, they want to know the real, yes, sure. It looks nice. Yes, we win. But are people happy here? What is living like? Is practice always like this? Whatever's best for their kid.
Yeah. And my parents were the same way. And I was definitely a quieter, I mean, I'm still kind of quiet, but a quieter, more shy kid. So I was nervous to ask those kinds of questions. So that's why I feel like now it's important for me when we have recruits to kind of initiate that conversation, because when I was a recruit, I knew I never would have been like, hey, like, what do you think about this? Do you like doing that? Like, I would have been too nervous to have that conversation. So I try to initiate that now.
That's great. And also shout out to the parents. They be holding it down. Because
For
if
sure.
I don't want to ask, I'm be looking at my mom like, please, please help me. So we're gonna pivot. The WNBA finals is hot right now. How are you feeling about that?
There have been some really good games in these series, so it's been a lot of fun to watch. As a big Nafisa fan, I was really upset to see her get hurt. That kind of broke my heart. But other than that, I feel like the games have just been fun to watch, because I feel like you can't, there's so many good teams now that you can't really predict who's going to win. So it's been some good stuff.
I agree. All the games have been super tight lately, like really close, exciting to watch. So, I mean, who knows? I know one thing. It won't be a back-to-back because my Liberty are out. So we're going to have a new champion this year, and it's going to be fun. And I can't wait for it.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
So now it's time for What the Fudd of the Week. As you guys know, What the Fudd of the Week is something that happened this week that made us say, what the fudd? So, Azzi, what do you have for What the Fudd of the Week?
My What the Fudd of the Week is JuJu announcing that she's out for the season. Like for me, that wasn't a What the Fudd. My What the Fudd is more so other people's reaction. I feel like there was a lot of people who were shocked and surprised that she's going to be out. Which I don't know where that confusion would come in, unless you're someone who has no idea what it's like to have a major injury to your ACL and come back from that. That's not something you can just rush and come back playing full force from in 6 months. So I think she made the right decision, because, I mean, it's hard to come back mid-season, but to really be able to dedicate this time to herself and her rehab is going to be really important. So I think that was a really smart decision for her.
Absolutely. And well wishes to JuJu. Both of us, we tore our ACLs, so we completely understand the work and the mind, body, and soul that has to be locked in to come back. So we wish a speedy and full recovery to her. My What the Fudd of the Week is Sandy getting let go from the New York Liberty. That was crazy when that news hit.
I was shocked.
Yeah. I mean, so I've heard both, like some people are like, oh, they understood maybe because their coaching style. I'm like, she just won a championship.
Yeah.
It's hard around here if you win a championship and then the next year you make it to the playoffs, but we didn't get past, I think, the first round. But still, I think that's really hard. The coaching is hard enough, and so it's really rough out here. And I definitely was surprised to hear that she was let go. So that's definitely my What the Fudd of the Week. Okay, so we're gonna get into some fun and games. So we have a new game that we're trying out. It's called Who the Fudd. So in this game, there are, if you are listening, I'm going to give you guys hints. I'm going to describe the person, and then I'll eventually tell you after we give AZ a chance to guess. If you're watching, the pictures will pop up for you. We're playing this game because we're not sure AZ is going to be able to guess who these people are.
You guys have no faith in me. I have little faith in you too. It's okay.
Here we go. First one. This is a football player for the Kansas City Chiefs. He is their quarterback. Take a guess.
Patrick Mahomes.
Oh my goodness. Ding, ding, ding. Yes, it is Patrick Mahomes. All right, our next one. Oof. I don't know, sis. Ready? It is a couple. Love Island Season 6 contestants. He's from London, and she's also nicknamed the People's Princess. And they came in second place for Season 6. What is this couple's name?
I didn't watch Love Island. I know Nick and Alandria, and that's about it.
Yo, same.
And Amaya Papaya. I remember her crying a lot.
I think Amaya might be from New York, and that's what I know about her. Okay, so this couple is... Yeah, go ahead. You want another hint?
Yeah, there's no chance. I have no idea.
All right, so I'll just let you know. It's Leah and Miguel.
Those names don't even sound familiar.
Oof. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't know either. Ooh. Okay, the next one. I love him. I do. I was a big fan. He played on the Yankees, nicknamed the Captain. Legendary New York Yankees shortstop. I'll give you another. He wore number 2. You're like,
I only know like one baseball player, James Wood.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Didn't he dated someone famous, and I can't recall their names.
I know the guy
now.
who dated J-Lo. Didn't he play baseball?
Oh, what's his name?
What's
his name?
I lied. I don't know. But I know he played baseball. What is the first letter?
D.
Oh, is this
Mackenzie works closely.
Okay. Oh. Derek Jeter?
Yes. Yes, Derek Jeter. Please forgive her, New Yorkers. It's okay. All right, ready? Next one. Oh, I love him too. I like his music. He's known for his Latin music. He dated Kendall Jenner. He teamed up with Cardi B on a song called I Like It. I like it like that. I like it like that. Come on, girl.
Oh, he was just in Happy Gilmore too. Bad Bunny.
Yes, Bad Bunny.
Mm-hmm.
All right, the next one.
Are you serious?
Iconic. One of the best gymnasts ever. Olympic gold medalist. Has had moves named after her because she invented them.
Simone Biles.
Come on. That was easy.
If I didn't know that would have just been embarrassing. I should have just packed up and gone home.
I was going to say, yeah, if we didn't know that, pack us up. Ooh, okay. Lovable guy. He's an actor. Co-starred in Top Gun Maverick. Recently known for romantic comedies like Anyone But You.
I really struggle with actors. I know his name though. I just said it the other day.
I actually just watched something with him in it.
Okay, what's the first letter?
G.
Glenn? Is it Glenn?
Yes!
Glenn, I forget his last name. Glenn.
It starts with a P. His last name starts with a P.
Powell.
Yes.
Glenn Powell.
Girl, you're doing better than you thought. All right, next one. Also an actor, known for The Notebook and Barbie. Also was in La La Land. Ken and Barbie.
La La Land or The Notebook.
But did you see Barbie? He's Ken.
Okay. I don't know his name. All right, give me the first letter.
R.
Nope, I don't know his name.
Girl,
Ronald. Ryan Gosling?
Yeah. Ding, ding, ding.
That's him?
Yes, girl, that's him.
I did not know that.
Yes.
Okay.
I feel like this.
Okay.
Right. This next one, I really hope. Oh my goodness.
I know her movies. She's in that movie.
Wait. Let me describe it to the fans. Let me describe it.
Yeah, please.
First Black woman to win an Academy Award for Best Actress. Icon. Played Storm in X-Men and starred in The Monsters Ball. Also appeared in John Wick, Chapter 3. Queen.
Oh my gosh, I know her name. Wait, is she the one in, what's it called? It's like The Call or something when that girl gets kidnapped.
Honestly, she always playing a distressed mama these days. So,
oh my gosh, I know her name.
She always
her name's in a song too.
Okay.
Oh my God.
And for those who are listening, I'm doing a little dance that goes with it. Hello.
I know her name. Oh, Halle Berry.
Yes. Halle Berry.
I knew it.
Halle Berry.
I had no idea what you were singing.
Okay, hold on. Is that Soulja Boy? Okay, I love her. All right, next one. Batman. He was in Batman versus Superman. He's also an actor, writer, and director, and was in a Dunkin' Super Bowl commercial. He also really likes basketball. I think he's always courtside during, is it Liberty games? I think so.
His face is familiar.
Do you need a letter?
I need a letter.
I got you. B.
Ben Affleck.
Yes, girl, that's all you needed. We just need letters.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Woo. Big time, huge star, huge following. One of the greatest soccer players to ever play the game. Played for Barcelona FC and now plays for Miami. And won the World Cup with Argentina. I might as well just give you a letter. M.
Is it Messi?
Yes.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Who's the guy? Now she's going to kill me when she listens to this episode. Who's the guy who's Portuguese and he goes like shoe or Sue or something like that?
The other famous one.
Yeah. I always get them messed up. What's his name? Ronaldo?
He's also a famous soccer player. Yes.
Okay. This one is Messi.
Yes, that's him. This one's Messi.
Got it.
Okay, second to last one. Right? I thought the same thing.
Who is this?
We love pink. Okay, here we go. You said it was this, Lord. Okay, he's a football player. And his brother was on Love Island, which doesn't help because we didn't watch it. But he's really famous for a one-hand catch when he played with the Giants. All right. I get what you're putting down.
Can I have a letter?
That's why I got right to it. Oh, his nickname is the three letters in the three beginning letters
Odell?
of his name. Yes. Odell Beckham Jr., OBJ.
Oh.
Come on. All you need is a letter. Last one.
Thank goodness.
Last one. Oh my goodness. Okay. Olympic gold medalist, swimmer, one of the greats.
Michael Phelps?
Yes. Okay, that's going to do it for our first edition of Who the Fudd. You did a great job.
That's pretty good.
You did a great job. You got more than not. So you ate that up, okay?
That's a wrap on today's episode. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe to Fudd Around and Find Out wherever you get your podcasts. And we'll see you guys next week.